get this. So 5 years ago, I went to this yard sale. And I remember it like it was yesterday. There was a bin on the ground. I saw a PlayStation inside of it. I was side-eyeing it. I think that's how you... Anyway, and I asked the lady how much she wanted for this PlayStation. I expected 25 bucks, you know, 20 bucks. I was going to have to talk her down. And I don't really even need it. I have 3 already. And so I don't really need a 4th. I mean, I don't really need it. Plus, I have 3 PlayStation 2s, and they're all back. I have too many things. But if it were $5 or something, I would flip it. Sure enough, she says $5, take it. And it's got, you know, from what I can see, just looking down, I see a Tony Hawk Pro Skater and a Madden. And I'm like, don't want either of those, but I'll take the bin. And she actually lets me keep the tote itself, too. And it's clear. It's clear, and it's got a PlayStation in it. You can see it's got all that in it. That day we also end up buying some furniture, and it gets stuck out in the garage. So I put the furniture away, I put the bin somewhere, forget about it. For 5 years it's in there. I can prove it. Here's the lid. This is how dirty it is. That's a garage dirty lid. That's been in a garage for 5 years. It's filthy. This past week I wanted to trade in some of my duplicates. You know, extra video games, extra manuals, extra this and that. And I remembered, I was like, I saw that thing out in the garage the other day. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to finally trade in that PlayStation. I'm not going to use it. You know, it's better off with someone that could use, you know, their 3rd or 4th one, you know, instead of me. I lift up the PlayStation that's been in my garage for 5 years. And I find this underneath it. Game Boy Player disc. In the case with the book. Here's the disc. A few weeks ago I was looking for one of these, not knowing that I had one. I went on eBay, I looked on mainly eBay, and I finally ended up paying like 70 bucks, 75 bucks for just the disc itself, which is crazy. You can find the little player that the Game Boy carts go in that will play on your GameCube pretty easily. But you can't use them without the disc, and so the disc has actually become rare, and because it's a GameCube disc, it's hard to duplicate. So, they're hard to find. I went on eBay, I got one. So to have one with the manual and the box in the original case, this thing's worth at least $1 million, and it was in my garage the whole time. It's like $100, but still, it's... How crazy is that? So let that be a lesson to you out there when you're about to buy your 2nd, your 3rd, your 5th PlayStation from somebody on the street. Look underneath it. There could be treasure underneath. Don't just take, you know, don't just look at the Madden and the Tony Hawk and think that there's no real treasure in there. Because sometimes there is. And yes, I'm going to keep both. I have several GameCubes. I'm keeping both discs. I am. I'm sorry.